Brian Kelly got fired. I'm about to get fired from my own damn show. Anyways,
I want to buy the book. That's what he wants to buy.
Yeah, man. I'm just trying to pump our guy out there, man. Yeah, so Brian Kelly got fired from LSU, man. On October 26th, he following the loss to Texas A&M Aggies, 49-25 loss. The LSU has just been underperformed by LSU standards, which is wild though because realistically he was sitting at 5-3 overall and 2-3 in the SEC. They did drop out of the top 25. His record stood at 34-14 at LSU, which most college programs would take that as that's a pretty decent number. The biggest thing that's coming out of this whole thing, though, is that Kelly signed a 10-year deal worth $95 million. But the buyout for the termination is going to be $54 million. My goodness, what the hell is going on in college sports anymore? All right, Mr. D, Mr. CD, Mr. Clint, man, let us know. What's your thoughts on this one, man? Do you think this is the right move?
Well, it's business as it is right now. I mean, we know Brian Kelly can coach. He's not an idiot. He was winning at Notre Dame. He was never the right fit at LSU, though. I don't know if he ever understood the LSU job. He said after the Florida game, when the fans were kind of on him because it was a little closer than they wanted, he was like, man, the fans down here are spoiled. Yeah, and water's wet. Snow's cold. We know. You still got to win. It doesn't matter. They never liked him. And they didn't like him. Some of it was, I don't know, the Northerner thing. And some of it was because he lost the big games, and that was the biggest problem. But honestly, this is the current state of college football. You know, we see it down at Florida. We saw it at Penn State. It just is the way it is. And ADs kind of have to do what they have to do because of the stupid NCAA calendar, which doesn't make any sense. It's completely broken right now. The early signing period is in December. Okay, why? It doesn't need to be. I know they want to get these kids to come in the spring. Too bad. It's insane. And then you've got, the transfer portal in January. Again, why? And imagine if you had free agency open during the NFL playoffs. That's how stupid the NCAA is. And that's where we're at right now. So these ADs are like, well, we got to do something because we've got to try to get our new guy entrenched by the time these things open, which is just asinine and stupid. But what do you expect to see NCAA?
Well, I mean, I think he was the writing was on the wall whenever he made that goofy ass LSU thing. Whenever he went on the basketball court and tried to sound all Southern all of a sudden out of the blue, it just you were completely wasn't going to work from the start. Like, what are you doing, man? Like, they didn't hire you to be somebody you're not. They hired you to be Brian Kelly. So be Brian Kelly and not some impersonator here.
Agreed. Yeah. And honestly, right now, let's be real clear. LSU, do the right thing. Go bring back Ed Orgeron. We know we all want it. Yes. We all want to see crazy Ed back down there taking his shirt off. That's exactly what we want. Do the right thing.
Yep.
Mr. BC, man, what's your thoughts on this one, man?
I mean, Clint pretty much hit the nail on the head. It's all about fit pretty much with LSU. And it doesn't matter what your coaching experience is prior to. It's an impressive resume. We're not knocking the coaching experience, the X's and O's and stuff like that, but we're talking about, like you said, how do you fit within the culture in LSU? Really fit in the culture in the SEC. It's built on grit. It's built on toughness. And that's something really that he just never really brought from Notre Dame over there. It just wasn't. It's just not really his style. And so when those things clash with how they do business down here, I mean, again, like you said, 10-4, 10-3, 9-4. Right now they're sitting at 5-3. But you just, again, you can't win the big games when it matters. And congratulations, you won ReliaQuest Bowl and you won the Texas Bowl the last couple of years. That's great. LSU has higher standards than that. And so if they want to take that next step, I agree. Bring back Coach Ed. Do it. It's what you need to have. It's the culture. It's something that defines college football. And when you remove that and you replace it with something that is the exact opposite of that, the fans, players, they're not going to respond. And you're going to lose the locker room like that.
G-Mike, man, I know it ain't Miami, but what do you think about this one, man?
I mean, I'm not surprised, man. I'm not surprised. The way that sports are going on nowadays, especially the NFL, NBA, college football, can't speak for the other major sports because I'm not really in tune that much with them. But, like, with these three, it's like when you have a losing culture, the first person that's going to go is the head of the snake, and that's the head coach all the time. We've been seeing it for the last few years. And it's going to continue to happen because that's just the sports culture nowadays. I mean, they're 2-3 in their conference. Can't be 2-3 in your conference when your conference is the best thing, the closest thing to to the NFL. And if you guys can't really compete in your conference, you're not going to really get into the college football playoffs. And it doesn't look like they're going to get into it at all. Yeah, they're 5-3. They still have a above 500 record, but what's to really show for it? At the end of the season, again, you're not going to really get into the college football playoffs. So what's the deal? So you always got to make a change when something's going bad. And again, in this sports culture world that we got on now, there's not a lot of patience. People don't want to wait 3 to 4 to 5 years for a team to get good, a coach to get acclimated, and a coach and their players to get together and be like, yo, you know what? We're going to really turn this around and we're going to do something. No, they want it right now, or if not, they're going to get cut loose. And that's what's happening right now.
The culture is
actually... And you're in your neck of the woods there, Clint. Do you think that there's any kind of buyer's remorse with the Dion situation going on or anything like that? Because that hasn't been too pretty yet either, really.
It's been horrible. And I'm gonna give you guys a little inside look. I expected this because he came in looking every bit like an AAU coach, and that's how he's performed. He's great as long as he has more talent than the other sideline. If it's even, if it's close, or God forbid it's less, you're getting run off the field. And you could see in those late game situations, he's a really good recruiter. He sure isn't a coach. No, that's been an absolute mess. You know, they've got to worry about his health. This is if you're really looking long term, how long can he do this? He's had some serious health concerns, and you put a lot of eggs in this basket. That is not what the University of Colorado does. That is not who they are. They don't play sports. They're hippie nerds. I don't know what they're trying to spin, but this is not what Colorado does. They kind of went all in on this. Now they're married to it, and now it's not going all that well.
What's his contract situation? How long does he have left there? I know it's some major deal, but
right. No, I think he's got another 3 or 4 years on that.
That's what I was thinking too. I know it's not extremely long, but it's also not like short either.
Yeah. And the only positive is we know he's going to retire his own jersey, which is nice. Don't get me wrong. I mean, we like that, but kind of meaningless at the end of the day.
Yeah. Well, go back to Brian Kelly here too, man. Do you guys think that Brian Kelly is going to be one of those sought after coaches or no? I personally don't really feel like Brian Kelly is going to be one of those marquee coaches that guys are going to go after. I feel like Brian Kelly is one of those almost, and not saying anything bad about Belichick, but one of those kind of old gritty guys that people don't really like dealing with anymore. And I don't think like they fit that system of they taking care of these guys and taking time to learn. Like they wanted people to come on and they want them to learn now. And I don't foresee Brian Kelly being like a sought after coach, maybe 2 years down the line, 3 years down the line or something like that. What's you guys' opinion on that one, BC? Do you think Brian Kelly's going to be a hot item or anything?
No, and I think, like you were saying all the factors there, but then also he's kind of a niche coach nowadays. Like his appeal is to only certain markets, to certain areas of the country. And I feel like everywhere down south, I don't think anybody, south of like West Virginia is going to really want to bring him in. I think that I think he's lost a lot of his appeal, and I feel like it's going to take some time to maybe kind of not reestablish, but just kind of reaffirm to other people that he can still be a great X's and O's coach. Just he needs the right situation. He's not a all around coach. If that makes sense.
He's going to be the OC coach at Colorado.
Oh shoot.
They wish. They'd be so lucky to get someone as good. I don't think they can get someone that good. I see him going to like UCLA or Memphis or something like that. I think he takes a lower tier job.
Yeah.
Yeah, sure. I could see him doing that.
But yeah.
Gosh, I hope he doesn't go to Memphis, man.
That's funny. All right, that's going to be definitely interesting to see what they end up doing LSU, because obviously LSU is going to be a sought after job. They always get great recruits. It's basically wide receiver U of the South, like how it is at Ohio State. So it's definitely going to be a sought after job. That's going to be just a wild coaching carousel this year. You got Florida. You mentioned it before, Penn State. There's going to be a lot of players and a lot of coaches. This season's going to be wild. I mean, it's going to be probably closer to the NFL season than it probably ever has, because these guys are going to have to start recruiting. And you brought it up too. You got the transfer portal and all these different times. It's going to be a wild offseason, man.
Is there any chance, and it sounds insane when I say it, is there any chance that we're going to see a team make the playoff knowing full well their coach is leaving? Because we know both LSU and Florida are going after Lane Kiffin hard. And You can say no if you want to, but they're going to bring a bunch of money. They could make the playoff, and he say, I'm leaving. That's where we're at. That's how stupid it is.
Yeah. No, it's definitely very possible that actually could happen.
It's just like the similarity to that is when coaches, OCs, or DCs of the NFL are in the playoffs and they're getting interviews to go head coach another team. It's like, yo, like we're in focus mode, and you're out here trying to recruit me to be on your team. Like, let me finish the season, and then we'll talk about it.
Yep.
Yeah, that whole thing is pretty wild, man. The state of college athletics is just insane, man. The NIL stuff is fun for the players. It's just creating a lot, because you also have what's going on with all the boosters putting their 2 cents in, acting as if they actually are GMs. And I think that's a lot of what happened at Florida, and I think the same thing happened at Penn State. You get these bigger money places that are putting the money in. They want to say so in who they have coming in as well. So it's just a wild time in college athletics right now, just to say the least.